Hey, what's up? Day 2. So day 2, and I don't think there's been anything that's gone on so far yet, right? I mean, it's only noon there. Or coming up on noon, so there's that. But the next thing on deck is the Warcraft deep dive, which I'm actually pretty excited about. So we've got like 20 minutes or so before everything starts up. Move one thing. There we go. Let me take a look. We've got 21 minutes-ish. So I don't know what they're going to go... I don't really remember what the deep dive is about. Probably the systems and all that stuff. I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with the warder thing. Or is it... Now I already forget the name. But whatever it is, I'm looking forward to the alt thing. So while we wait, I'm going to do some dailies. You know what I could do? Let me try something here. Yeah, why don't I try this? I don't know if this will work or not. Maybe? I mean, in theory it should. Let's take a look. That way I can keep my eye on what's going on. So the Warcraft Rumble game, apparently that's already available. I downloaded it. I didn't do anything with it yet, though. So I probably will at some point. I just haven't yet. Oh, yeah, that works. Good. Cool. Nice. That actually worked. So now we can see what the countdown is. So I want to do some Dragon Isles stuff. Climbing gear and Titan relics, and a lot of them reset already, which is good. I haven't been really paying attention to the reactions of what they're doing in retail. They're definitely doing some interesting stuff that I did not expect, like early access to the expansion via a paywall. Interesting thing to do. I don't know if it's going to pan out. I'm guessing that's going to piss off a lot of people. Where's the client? There it is. What do I have to do? I have to get these crates. Oh, nice. My grip refreshes when I do this. Sweet. Can I actually loot this thing? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Wait, how did my grip go down? What? What? Game? Ugh. Why did I lose my grip just then? Doesn't make sense. We gotta go this way. What is this quest? I don't know I still had quests in here. What? No. Man, these quests are so weird. And for some reason I can't get up there.
Yes, this is
Oof, all right, yay, we did it.
I will have these documented right away.
We're down to 15 minutes, give or take. What? Oh, cool. Thanks for dropping me in the middle of all these guys. That's wonderful. I appreciate that. I need to go over here and do Titan relics. Can you guys leave me alone? Seriously. Where? Oh, it's further in. So I think I have enough renown to do the next chapters. I'm not going to do that today, though. I'll do that this week.
Look at all these ancient Titan relics scattered about. Never pass up an opportunity to study the past.
I didn't really see a whole lot of relics. They must be like in the cave or something. Like in here? Yeah. There we go. Well, at least there's no mobs in here. I say that as I pull a bunch of mobs. I don't want to pick up this quest because I don't know what it is, but I guess I might as well once I finish this stuff. Where did you come from? couple more and then we're done.
Perhaps we can deduce what these relics were used for. I shall add them to the collection.
Alright, what's this quest?
Interesting.
Skytop Observatory. So that's next door. I'll do the quest here first, and then we'll do that. So what is this last quest I have for Dragon? Oh, the same thing as yesterday. Alright, we need
Creatures and
relics.
from the past have made their way into our present. Collect any artifacts you can find before they are lost to the time waves.
Oh, this should do nicely. Yeah, it's kind of nice just being able to mindlessly AoE this stuff without really worrying about dying. Not a 100% drop rate, though. Trying to look at the stream just to see where we're at. Looks like 10 minutes. So now I just need a bunch of relics. Well, I still need to collect this stuff because apparently the drop rate is awful. So the deep dive there's not going to be anything new, I don't think, that's announced. It's just they're just simply going to go into more detail about what they announced yesterday. What I'm most interested in is what kind of time frame are we looking at here? Like, how long is this new expansion rollout going to be? Because the biggest question I have is whether these are actually expansions or they're just huge patches. Because there's a difference. I don't think they would try to sell patches as expansions. I think they're smarter than that. Because the player base is smarter than that. But it's definitely a fine line they have to walk. Because if you think about it, if they truly have announced the next 3 expansions and that's the next 6 years of WoW, we're not getting an expansion reveal for 6 years. Which is weird to think about, for sure. How did he still do that when he was stunned? That doesn't make sense. Oh, whatever. The biggest thing that I'm stoked about is transmog being account-wide. Because I am definitely going to make a warrior speed set. I just wonder how it's going to work, though, because obviously you can't equip cloth, so it must just add it to your appearance tab by it simply being in your inventory, which would be great, because then I don't have to, like, equip the BOEs. Wow, this quest just not, it just doesn't want to get completed. Alright, there we go. Now I just gotta go find 3 lost relics. And we're sitting at about 5 minutes for the deep dive. And like I said yesterday, I'm actually happy that Dragonflight's going to be around for another year, because once I'm done with hardcore, if I'm done with hardcore at some point, I have like almost a full year to focus on everything Dragonflight, which I'm really stoked about. Because the only reason I put off Dragonflight is because of Classic WoW, and Kata re-release isn't coming out until I don't care when next year. And the Season of Discovery thing, I don't know. That's not really my thing. I might try it out just to try it out, but it's not something I'm like super hyped about. You know?
Just thinking about the
So I'm gonna go to Veldraken because it's faster to get to where I need to go. Oh, there's one of those waypoint things right there. I could have done that. Oh, that's alright. I think that has like an hour-long cooldown anyway, so not something I need to use. Oh, I have to go up here.
How fare the winds today? Keep your feet off the ground.
What is this all about? A vault unsealed. I'll do that later.
Ah, caught a good wind stream lately.
Oh, but I do want to do continued Waygate exploration. What does he want me to do? The Storm Race... Oh, I have to do a tour. Oh. I don't really have time because the show is going to begin shortly. But I am going to go do the Waygate, which is right over the... Where is that? Wait. Did I not accept the quest?
I'm busy answering fan mail. Think you can catalog the wildlife for me?
I thought I accepted the Waygate quest. Okay, there we go. And that is where? Meet him at The outpost in the Waking Shores. Isn't that where I am? Oh, it's over there. Alright, let's go learn this last waypoint, and then it should be time for the WoW panel. I wonder how many of these things I have left, because I haven't really been doing a good job of getting them every time. I think it's like a weekly reset.
Fire away. Have a good one.
All the way over there, huh? I think I have time to make it there. Spend 100 vigor by dragon riding. I'm guessing that most people did that a long time ago. Oh, it might be starting.
Omen. Game live. Xbox. Power your dreams.
Where is this thing? Oh, it's way up there.
Mountain Dew Game Fuel Mystic Punch. Redeem points for gaming rewards and exclusive items in Diablo 4. NVIDIA GeForce RTX 40 series and NVIDIA Reflex, the highest FPS and lowest latency on PC. Secret Lab, award-winning comfort engineered to support your every move. Experience the ultimate performance gaming seat. HyperX, we're all gamers.
Welcome back, BlizzCon. We're starting
just in the
the
nick
day
of
off
time.
right. Here's the World of Warcraft Deep Dive.
Good afternoon, BlizzCon.
Hey, it's Ian.
So good to be back. Whether you are here in the arena with me right in front of me, whether you're watching from elsewhere in the halls, whether you're joining us from the comfort of your home, thank you for taking the time to
I like
join
that
me
shirt.
for this deeper, closer look at what's coming next in the war within. I love you too. I love you, BlizzCon. So Morgan and Maria gave you kind of a sneak peek at some of what's coming. Today I want to spend a bit more time giving you more information on the core features of War Within, as well as a few things that didn't get mentioned at all yesterday. So, beginning...
Let's do it this way.
Just a little teaser there.
There we go. End game. It sounds interesting, actually. Need to figure out why the audio's not working, though. Oh, I know why. Hold on.
An event, but there aren't necessarily goals to work towards. There aren't necessarily reasons to be excited about getting an item upgrade because it's going to let you do something you haven't been able to do before. A difficulty progression built into Delves is going to enable us to offer that. Now, there's a lot of lessons we've learned over the years from building this type of content, whether it was Torghast in Shadowlands, Island Expeditions, scenarios, you can throw in horrific visions in that list. We've learned a lot about how to tune these sorts of experiences, how to design them for flexible scaling groups of different sizes, of different role compositions, about what's fun and what isn't. But we've also learned, based on your feedback, about what not to do in some cases, in terms of how we structure it, how we present it. I think a key aspect of saying this is an endgame pillar is that it's an offering in parallel to the others, to dungeons, to raids. If you want to do this, if this is your jam, if this is your type of gameplay, we're there for you, and we want this to be as deep as you want it to be. If you're happy running Mythic Plus and you just want to focus on that, we're not looking to add another item to the checklist of things you feel you have to do to compete. It's an alternative. Unlike Torghast, which is something that we did kind of say, everyone has to do this, whether you like it or not, whether you'd rather do something else or not. That gets back to some of
and
the
I didn't do
philosophies that Morgan
Torghast,
touched on
so
yesterday,
I'm
how
glad
we're
with what he
approaching
just said there.
Designing and evolving World of Warcraft. We want to meet you where you are. We want to respect your time. We want to offer you the ability to choose how you want to spend that time each day, each night in Azeroth.
That's a good change. I like that.
So in terms of the character of Delves and what a specific one will be like, the vibe here is about unraveling mysteries, it's about exploring, it's about feeling like an extension, a seamless extension of the outdoor world experience. These are not dungeons. Every dungeon is ultimately about killing a series of bosses or boss-like encounters, and the dungeon is over when you kill the final baddest boss at the end of the dungeon. And that's kind of the structure that they all have to conform to. As much as we try to vary the formula a bit, that's pretty much what they're going to be. In the outdoor world, things are a bit different. We can, break some more of the rules. And really, at the end of the day, the one consistent thing about Delves is that they're all going to end with a room full of treasure. Some of those will have a final boss guardian in front of them. Others, you may be, just exploring, traversing the delve, flipping switches, solving a puzzle, defeating lieutenants, gathering things that you need to open the vault door. We can vary the gameplay, we can vary the feel of the experience. These are going to be instanced experiences, but they are seamless. When you walk up to, this, as I'll show in a second, a fog door at the entrance to a cave, at the entrance to a structure, you're just going to walk in, no loading screen, and now you're in a delve. We want to make sure this really feels like part of and an extension of the outdoor world. Now, as part of an endgame pillar, that means we're going to tie this into seasons. So, as well as a narrative progression over the course of a given season, there will be increasing rewards, increasing difficulty, and a change of pace, whether you're in Season 1 of War Within, Season 2, and so forth. Part of that is going to be the NPC companion that will be accompanying you on your adventures.
I think I have the audio fixed now. Took me a bit, but I think I got it.
Is our good friend, Bran Bronzebeard. Now, what does this mean? What does a companion mean in practice? Well, it's a few things. One, it's definitely a narrative hook. It gives us a chance to help give context for your adventures, kind of narrate what you're going through. But also, it's a chance to kind of play with the mechanics and complement your playstyle. As Bran ventures with you, you might find some gear for Bran. You might be able to gear Bran up. You'll be able to spec him and customize his abilities to complement what you or your friends are bringing to the group, whether you want more survivability, whether you want help with someone.
You can gear up Bran Bronzebeard?
This can help us balance the experience as well and give you another vector for your progression over the course of the journey. Now, I know this has kind of been very high level. I want to just give a couple of specific examples, just kind of a day in the life of someone jumping into delves in War Within. So let's say you are casually journeying across the Isle of Dorn and its pastoral beauty, and you come across this structure with that fog door set into it, and you decide to venture in. So as you venture in, you are, as I mentioned, seamlessly in the delve, and you will find, just huddled inside the entrance, a group of expedition scouts who have come to this place. They've heard reports of great secrets, great treasures, powerful relics stored within, but they've been unable to proceed further. Because, they tell you, and Bran is among them, mind you, they tell you, this place, there's an unnatural, there's a disturbing darkness that has settled over this entire vault, and we can't proceed. Fortunately, they have in their possession a relic that they have brought that is an enchanted candle that can light the way. It has a little light radius around it. If you think back to the Vault of the Warden's dungeon, if you remember that in Legion, what the basement was like, where it really felt like just like a dark, scary place, but you could have this beacon in the darkness to guide your way, you have one of those. But, they tell you, it has very limited fuel. They dare not proceed on their own because they worry they're just going to get trapped in the darkness and destroyed by the terrors within. But you, of course, being the champion who's come along, you're up to the task.
Champion!
So you take that candle with its light radius that will begin to shrink progressively as your limited fuel burns, and you take some steps into the delve. Now, who do you find in here? Well, as it happens, you run across fellows like this guy. More jacked than your average kobold, but there's a lot of kobolds in here. And as you know, as any World of Warcraft player knows, where you find kobolds, you're going to find candles. And this guy's going to put up a fight, but it being World of Warcraft and all,
I got
you're going to take
ads.
his candle. And you're going to take the candles of his allies and his brethren. And, that will help fuel this magic light that you have, help keep the light burning so that you can traverse the entire delve, defeat a couple of lieutenant-type enemies, bosses, solve a puzzle or two, and at the end, you make your way into the vault room that Bran is able to open once you bring him there, and you find this mock-up, work in progress of a treasure room, heaping with riches, treasure chests of various shapes and sizes. Some of the smaller ones, you can just walk up and open, collect a range of items, currency, rewards, you name it. But you'll find a couple of extra large, resplendent chests in this room. Those may require special keys to open. Now, those keys you would obtain from doing kind of outdoor content, weekly quests. They're a bit more limited in how you can get them, but also allow us to offer and pace out the best rewards that are on par with some other endgame content to make sure it's not, infinitely grindable or anything like that, but it's an extension of your outdoor world loop if this is your playstyle. Now, let's say you come back to the same delve on another day. You might find that there isn't a magical darkness settled over the place. Instead, there are earthen locked in battle with kobolds, and you can help turn the tide of that fight as you work your way through, dealing with some different challenges along the way. Variety, replayability, lots of layers to the experience. Now, so you venture back out into the zone, heading off to a different corner of it, and you come across this cave surrounded by mushrooms. It's known in legends as fungal folly. Now, maybe not being the wisest adventurer, that sounds like a great place to enter. So
I don't like that they have the lights pointing up in front of the screen, because you can't really see the screen very well.
Whether it's due to unusual ores or whatever in the walls, the rules of gravity are a bit topsy-turvy. And you'll find mushrooms scattered around the cave that you can use as basically jump pads to help navigate the environment, to skip over enemies you want to avoid, to reach high up ledges that you couldn't otherwise get to. You're starting to get the idea, like, this is more the world as toy vibe that we try to play with when we're creating outdoor events, outdoor spaces. These are not mechanics you'd necessarily find in a dungeon, but I think the team really is unshackled, is freed to explore a much wider array of gameplay when we're building delves. So let's talk a bit more about the loot. So actually, before we talk about the loot, these are the 12 delves that we currently have planned.
12?
Throughout the 4 zones, each themed around the ecologies, each themed around the settings that you're going to find.
I'm intrigued how it's end game content and what it's going to be with loot. I want him to get to loot really fast.
Yesterday. He might be right, but there also might be a secret delve that you have to explore a bit more to discover. That awaits you. So yeah, loot. Part of being a seasonal pillar means going to the Great Vault every week and getting to share in that disappointment that your raid and dungeon playing
Nice.
brethren have also had the pleasure to enjoy. We just want to make sure you don't feel left out. So you're welcome. So you'll note this isn't a Delves row, this is a world row. And really that is enshrining these 3 PvE pillars: raids, dungeons, world. You'll be able to unlock some of these slots doing select outdoor world activities, as well as, of course, delves with better rewards from higher difficulty delves. Our thinking in terms of the rewards here, this is all subject to tuning, is that this should reach to, let's say, end boss heroic raid, mythic 10 to 15 type range, accessible just via solo progression. Far better
So that's
than you've
good. I
ever
like
been able
that.
to get before.
I like that big time.
And now, I'm sure this is, I know this is the delve section, but I'm sure there's folks looking at this and being like, wait a minute, what about the PvP row?
Don't care.
Worry. Don't worry, we got you. We are removing the PvP row from the vault.
Ooh.
We're doing that based largely on feedback that we've heard that randomness and PvP gearing maybe are not the best combination. I know it took a few years to get that message through to us. So the way this is going to work is instead, you're going to get a whole lot more conquest. You're going to gear up at the same rate overall, but you will have complete control over your gearing path, just spending your
That's
conquest
actually
on
a
items that you
really
want.
good thing.
With easier catch-up if you come in late in the season, you don't have to worry about having missed certain vault weeks. Also, if you're someone who PvPs a lot and you raid, you don't have the awkward choice of that raid trinket versus the PvP item that's going to help your arena partners. So, hopefully, there's good news for everyone. Now, aside
Hopefully.
from, just power, also, you get silly hats. Nothing more to say here. These just...
Mushroom hat? Nice. I do want that that
These are
candle
a few
hat.
examples of the array of cosmetic rewards.
It needs to be
that will
blue, though.
Exclusive to delves, reflecting the varied ecologies and environments you're going to be facing. So, silly hats, World of Warcraft. Less silly, just as, let's say, Mythic
Whoa.
Plus players have amounts that they can earn over the course of a given season, this customizable flying mount will be exclusively available through thorough completion of the delve experience. You'll note the customizability of it. This will be customizable the same way you can customize your current dragon riding drakes at the rostrum. Just modularly.
That looks really awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I love our artists. Okay, up next. Warbands.
Here we go. I think everybody's stoked for this, myself
I feel like we
included.
could probably just save 10 minutes of this panel by just saying account-wide everything and just click through the next slides. But it kind of that. So I don't know if you guys know this, but turns out y'all play a lot of alts. I'm sure that actually the number of characters per person in this room in particular is like some insane average. But the average WoW player today plays multiple characters.
I have like 16 characters.
2/3 of players who have a level 70 have multiple level 70s. Half of players have 3 or more. Most people are playing multiple characters a week.
Half of the players have
That's
3 or more
awesome.
70s.
And
That's
Inside
awesome.
Secret has always done the best job of supporting. Now, part of that is because World of Warcraft 20 years ago was built with very different assumptions. And I both mean design-wise, but actually engineering-wise as well. The infrastructure and the architecture that was built. Back then, it took hundreds of hours to level a single character, of course, and playing alt seriously was far, far from the norm. But we've kind of inherited, we have been working with those foundations to this day. And so when we get requests for them, when we talk about alt friendliness, we try to do it, but we're often we're swimming upstream, given the underpinnings of a system that were never designed for this. And that's why you get some, frankly, pretty clunky solutions. Like, well, if you want to transfer this currency to your alt, go to a vendor and spend some to buy a different box that contains account-bound currency that you can then mail to yourself, log out, log back in, take the box out of your mailbox, and open it on your alt. Congratulations, you have moved 300 supplies. Elegant design, ladies and gentlemen. what if we didn't have to do that? So at its core, warbands is, what if we just rebuilt those foundations and created a new future, both for the things we want to offer today and the things we'll be able to in the future, so we're not fighting against the nature of the system, but instead it complements what we want to do. Now, the
That would
focus
be
here
sweet.
is really making it convenient, removing barriers, removing awkwardness in playing alts. We don't want to actively necessarily encourage it. People already want to do it if they do it. One thing the system is not going to be is something that awards you power or makes your main more effective because you have done things on other characters or anything along those lines. If you want
Smart.
to play alts, do so. If you just love focusing on a single character, that shouldn't feel wrong either. Now let's talk about some examples. Okay, so I'm going to run through these pretty quickly. They're mostly fairly straightforward. It's a bank. It's an account-wide bank. Thankfully,
That's awesome.
hopefully, you should never again
How many
have to
tabs
mail
can you
something
get?
to yourself. You also might notice, and so this is giant, lots of storage, extra tabs that can be purchased on the right-hand side, so multiple tabs of these. You can organize them
Nice.
as you want. The very observant, the eagle-eyed, will notice a little checkbox mentioning reagents. If you deposit reagents here, you can craft from the account-wide storage on any of your characters.
Oh, huge.
Next up, maybe a little new thing. Something that you might put in this account-wide storage are the ability we will now have to create war-bound items that are war-bound until equipped. You might get an item that you can't sell in the auction house or trade, but that you can give to any of your other characters for their use. Now, these items would drop as bonus personal loot from doing a variety of content. They would drop at a slightly lower item level than what that content would normally give you. Again, we want to make sure the right way to play is not playing on multiple characters to funnel loot to your main to gear up your main faster, but just easy potential hand-me-downs, ways of getting an alt caught up, maybe even an excuse to level an alt if you get a really cool item for a class that you haven't had a chance to get up yet. So just an extra layer here, hopefully making it easier than ever to progress, to accomplish your goals on multiple characters. All right, now quick rundown of some of the other integrations we have planned. Transmog. Transmog has always been, it's been for a long time an account-wide collection. Key thing here now that really it is being acquired by your warband, that means that now if you were running, let's say, Ulduar on your mage and a pair of plate shoulders drop, you can still add those plate shoulders to your warband collection. Okay. Self-explanatory. And then, if you log on your warrior later, your warrior can equip them, you're good to go. Hopefully you don't need to feel like you need to refarm the same stuff on as many different armor types anymore. Reputations, again, fairly straightforward. In War Within, reputations and renowns will work account-wide. We want to make this as retroactive as possible. That will take some work over time. We're probably going to start with Dragonflight renowns as a focus and a priority and work our way backwards. But going forward, we want progress earned on reputations to not really matter which character you're doing it on. At the end of the day, it's the same content, it's the same experience. If you've gained access to some perk or some recipe, having to re-earn it, not terribly compelling. Here's a really light example, a simple one, just flight paths. As you explore the world, you learn flight paths, you discover flight paths. Is it terribly compelling to have to go back to a spot that you've already been to in multiple characters just to
I thought flight paths were already
No.
part of
You
like
have
a
flight
toy
path network
for
unlocked, you have that
whatever
unlocked
it is,
across your warband going forward.
an heirloom.
And here's an example of something new, just delves. An example of how having this as a foundation means that we can build new systems to inherently work at an account-wide level, just kind of as part of their DNA. As you are advancing Bran as a companion, as you are empowering him, as you're customizing him, again, logging on to a different character and going back to having a weaker Bran that doesn't offer the tools that you've grown accustomed to, that's more frustrating than fun to re-earn those things. Let's make that progression inherently warband level, inherently account-wide. And achievements. We've had account-wide achievements for a long time. You know, no secret, they have the little blue bar over them indicating that they function at an account-wide level. What Warbands allows us to do is kind of invert that paradigm and change the vast majority of our achievements to be account-wide, to have that actually be the new default. So if you do part of this PvP or crafting or other achievement on one character, part of it on another, your Warband can earn the achievement. Once your Warband earns it, you've earned it. Again, you, the player, are doing the thing. Oh yeah, and then this.
Whoa. Whoa.
To kind of signal this shift up front, there's no like mechanical functionality here, but just in terms of presentation, what you'll see when you log into World of Warcraft with multiple characters is a selection of your favorite characters huddled around a campfire or another setting. You'll still have your full list accessible, but we want to make it clear that like you, the player, have this cast of characters that if you want to dress them all up in consistent transmogs.
That looks
go
really
wild.
cool.
One thing you
It's
might
almost like
note
a
here,
Diablo thing.
If you're very eagle-eyed, also by the way, if you're very eagle-eyed, don't read too much into things like the evoker wearing leather. That's just, it's internal mock-ups. We're not changing anything crazy there. Sorry. But you will note that the evoker is level 13. That's going to be a thing that's possible because they'll start at level 10. But because Dragonflight's going to be the new leveling expansion, by the way, going forward. One thing you might notice is there isn't really much here about realm selection. Warbands are a realm-agnostic, faction-agnostic feature. You will just see all your characters here. If they're on different servers, we'll make it clear that they're on different servers. But you shouldn't have to like go to the change realm screen and swap around. They're just all here.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Hero talents. So, at their core, this is a chance for us, as we continue to evolve and advance our class system, to explore some deeper class fantasies, to look at iconic archetypes like the Farseer or the Dark Ranger or the Mountain King, or others often inspired by major heroes in the Warcraft universe, other times by fantasies that we've heard are really resonant with players, and focus the continued expansion of our classes in that space. Now, Morgan said this yesterday, just to restate, this is a completely flexible system. It's as flexible as your current talents and specs. Nothing like covenants or anything like that. Anytime you could change your talents today, you can change your hero spec, you can swap around your hero talents. They're just talents. Now, some of our goals here, of course, we want to offer progression, but we want to do so, frankly, while managing complexity to a certain extent. When we started planning for War Within, we knew, all right, we're going to raise the level cap by 10. 10 new levels means 10 new talent points. The kind of default option for us would have been to take the existing class and spec trees and just add a couple more rows to each of them, add new points to spend. But we've been down that path before. We know exactly where that leads 15 years ago. There's a tremendous amount, there's an insane amount of like multiplicative combinatoric complexity from adding those additional options. And it also destroys some carefully constructed choices that are really successful that we've just built up in Dragonflight today, where you can't quite have all of these things and need to pick one or the other. Suddenly, when you can get all of them, it can lead towards homogeneity as well. So this approach allows us to both explore deeper class fantasy while focusing the decision space in a way that offers power without that excessive complexity. So the way it's generally going to look is a third talent tree. Again, as mentioned yesterday, at the center of your screen, you have class, you have talent, and in the middle, you have hero talents. You'll note, so there are 10 nodes. There's an initial node that you get as a starter node at the top that you'll get initially when you unlock the system at 71, and then 10 more nodes to unlock. You will get all of them on the way to 80. At level 80, you will have this fully unlocked, similar to Legion artifacts, let's say. So you don't have to agonize over where you're placing any choice along the way. Now, the choices that you will make are which hero spec do you want active, and also there will be choice nodes within the trees, just as the class trees and the talent and the spec trees currently have, which you can toggle, adding quite a few permutations to the system as a whole. If you want, as a kind of simpler collapsed view, once you've hit max level, you can just condense it down to only show the choice nodes for easy swapping back and forth to customize your spec for whatever activity you're setting out to do. Now, I want to take a little bit of time to quickly walk through a couple of trees to give a sense of the sorts of things you might find in here. And all of this is subject to change, all subject to iteration, and the extensive feedback we know we're going to get. I'm going to use druids a lot as an example here. I'm going to focus on the case of a balanced druid. Part of why the team starts with druids is because y'all are complicated. We figure there's 4 specs, 3 roles. We figure let's try some of the hardest cases first when proving out a design. It's nothing against the mages, warlocks, paladins, etc. But there's a reason why you probably tend to see more druid examples than other classes, because we figure if we can make it work for druids, the rest will be okay. The 2 options available to a balanced druid are this Keeper of the Grove tree and Elune's Chosen. Keeper of the Grove is available to balance and restoration. Elune's Chosen is available to balance and guardian. The former focuses on calling the forest to your aid, on summoned treants, and augmenting their abilities and what using that cooldown means for your gameplay. Elune's Chosen focuses on augmenting your lunar abilities, many of the arcane damage, moon-themed abilities for both specs. So let's look at the Keeper of the Grove tree first. The first node that you're going to get as you just opt in is just kind of a baseline improvement to your throughput while treants are out across the board. This just kind of emphasizes thematically what this tree is about and makes pushing that button, having the treants out, more important to you in every regard. Some of the nodes in these trees are just going to be simple, straightforward passives. Not everything is going to double and triple down on the same treant ability. Some will, like this, regardless of what spec you are, make your treants add additional damage. Oh, by the way, if anyone's worried, wait a minute, but what about the auto taunt? That's a mess in dungeons. We'll let you opt out of that. Don't worry. Or passives could just augment your abilities, your resource pool, and just make you a better druid. An example of choice node, again, this can be about doubling down on and getting more out of having the treants active. Or maybe you really don't want all of your eggs in that basket. Even though you are going into this tree, you want the treants to be important to you. You don't want 100% of your throughput to be focused in that window. You'd rather just have some baseline improvements to all of your abilities, or to some of your core abilities. This is one of the simpler choices available, but the idea is 4 different opportunities to nudge your gameplay in one direction or another within this tree. A capstone talent, again, is often likely to double down on and amplify what the initial point was, just reinforcing that having the treants out is going to be a peak, a spike in your potential, something that you're going to plan around, and just amplify the overall benefits that you're achieving from that. Now, pivoting to Elune's Chosen, again, this is lunar themed and shared with Guardian Druids. So the first point here is going to call out 3 specific signature abilities, 2 balance, 1 guardian, and make them meaningfully more impactful to your gameplay. If you're a Guardian Druid, for example, you might read this and realize that, like Lunar Beam is going to become a pretty powerful defensive cooldown, especially in dungeons. You have a big pull going on. You're leeching a lot of damage back from what you're doing. This is now something that you can really count on and plan around as you approach your gameplay. On the Moonkid side, this of course adds an extra layer to planning and throughput in your rotation. Noting a couple of these things that we're modifying may be deeper optional talents in your existing spec trees. We also, where we can, want to offer ways to make sure that you can trigger those effects even if you don't have the baseline talent, though you'll probably want to as well. So this talent just has Fury of Elune triggered as you're doing your regular rotation when you Moonfire, both just naturally, it's a powerful effect that's going to fire more frequently, but also to the extent that the rest of the Elune's Chosen tree is tying into it, you'll get those benefits as well. A couple of more passive examples here. Again, just doubling down on magnifying your arcane lunar throughput, and a final capstone ability for this tree that is further reinforcing these core that have already been augmented. Leave this slide up for a while. These are
Hero
our current
spec
plans
list, Mage,
for all 39
Sun, Fury,
hero specs,
Frostfire,
so
and
one for current
Spellslinger.
specialization.
Interesting.
Some cool fantasies here to explore. Definitely really curious to hear community feedback on all of these, which are exciting, which are most resonant, which sound, frankly, maybe a bit lame. Are there any that you hoped you'd see on here that you're not seeing on here? We are well underway building these out, but it's definitely early enough for us to pivot on a lot of these if there's something the community is really excited about. I want to like triple super underscore, the example talents I just gave are work in progress, very subject to change. Probably no part of the game is more prone to iteration, and for no part of the game is the community input more essential than class design, spec design. To that end, when we move into our alpha, probably in the spring, we want to have as many, if not all of these hero specs playable from the start, so that we have the entire alpha and beta window to iterate on them, to replace the things that aren't working, to dial them all in to where everyone's going to be excited about what they're getting in War Within. It's a long road ahead. We can't wait to share that journey with you and really just collaborate, discuss back and forth every step of the way. All right, now some other stuff. Some you've heard about, some you haven't. First off, Allied Race, you get to be an Earthen. Awesome blinged out dwarves, or maybe not so blinged out if you want to customize them differently. These are going to be earned just by playing through the War Within campaign fully. There's no rep to grind here, nothing else beyond that.
Oh, that's good. It's about time.
You are meeting the Earthen as, it's a first contact in essence. You're going to learn about the nature of their problems, the nature of their culture. You're going to work with them to overcome those problems, win their trust. And at the end of that journey, it will make sense. It will be a natural next step for them to lend you their aid and join you as either Horde or Alliance. So yes, Horde dwarves. We haven't yet finalized what their racial abilities are going to be, but the available classes, 10 out of the 13 available classes. Everything but Druid, Demon Hunter, and Evoker. Now on the right side here, you see a concept of the Heritage Armor you'll be able to earn from leveling your Earthen to max level. All right, Dynamic Flight.
Here we go.
So it was obvious very early on in Dragonflight, probably before Dragonflight even released in beta, that we could never go back to how it used to be.
Oh boy, here we go.
Outcome. We hope the feedback would be, this is so awesome, we just want this to be how flying works forever. But we immediately began, making plans for what that would mean, because it's the only way to go. And so
I wouldn't say it's the only way to go.
It's going to become the default, no longer just dragons, but dynamic flight now in War Within and beyond. We want to make sure. Oh, weird. I meant to have two mounts here, but I only see Ashes on the right. But anyway.
Nice.
The key point being, we want to expand this to the broader array of mounts that you have available. I think the only downside of dragon riding as it exists today is that you don't have much reason to use so many of the mounts that are your favorites visually, aesthetically, that you've earned and done so much to collect. You want to make sure that as much of your collection is viable as possible. So not every single flying mount is going to be able to support dynamic flight. There's some animation logistics to work with there, but as many as we can. It's a 3-digit number. We want a very wide array of mounts being able to just fly the way you've always enjoyed with your dragons. And just to clarify, this is the future of flying. So everywhere that you can fly today, you will be able to dynamically fly or dragon ride. In fact, not just in the War Within, a little sneak peek, I think in our upcoming 10.2.5 update, you'll be able to dragon ride in Eastern Kingdoms, Kalimdor, Northrend, Outland, you name it.
Whoa. That's pretty quick.
We also understand there are some folks, for accessibility reasons, personal preference reasons, maybe you just like being able to AFK in midair, that dragon riding isn't your favorite. We don't want to take anything away. We want to let all these mounts that can currently do the old school flying mode toggle between dragon riding or let's call it TBC flying. Up to you, whatever you prefer. And again, to be clear, dynamic flight will be available from the very start when you go to Kazalgar on the Isle of Dorn, just as it was in Dragonflight. Old school TBC flying, Pathfinder style, will not be available right away, but it will be unlocked shortly after reaching max level with no reputation grind requirements. Just play through the campaign, explore the continents, then you can fly that way as well. The existing dragon riding glyph system in the Dragon Isles, we want to pivot that to a bit more of something that's evergreen. Some of those unlocked traits may change to only work within the Dragon Isles. Others that are more essential to just the experience feeling good, like vigor increases, regenerates, the active abilities, are just going to be things that you will inherently get as you earn dynamic flight and level up naturally. We don't want down the line players to feel like they have to go back to an old expansion and fly around and collect a bunch of glyphs just to be able to explore the new expansion. And in that vein, this is going to be the new default for leveling players. I mentioned earlier, when War Within comes out, instead of BFA, Dragonflight will be the new leveling experience that you merge into as a new player after you leave Exile's Reach. And so you're going to get dragon riding very early in that experience. As you just level up, gain player levels, you will improve your flight ability and get all the vigor perks and everything else that everyone has come to expect. And that's just going to be how the game works as a baseline. This is what flight is now.
I'm gonna have to look into that because there are times you like to be AFK in the air, right?
This is long overdue.
So
we should have been doing this earlier. So there's a new battleground coming in War Within. It is a 10v10 map set in the Ringing Deeps. This is inspired by Silver Shard Mines with a few twists. The Ringing Deeps are a place that's full of natural resources, that's very sort of thing that the Horn Alliance would be likely to skirmish over. I'm going to show you a very rough, early, kind of like top-down mock-up of the layout here. The idea is, unlike Silver Shard Mines, which is radial symmetry, this is more mirrored and reflects the two sides trying to both push their own minecarts to collect resources while also fighting over a pivotal central control point that's going to change the outcome and the momentum of the match. This is something that the team has actually been playtesting internally a bunch over the last couple of weeks, having a blast with. When we make battleground maps, we don't really artify them. We keep them really rough, which is why I don't have any good images to show just yet, because it really is all about the layout. There's no point making it look pretty if the spacing isn't correct, if the exact paths aren't correct. That's going to be the next step. Can't wait to get this in front of everybody to start testing in alpha and beyond. And this isn't just a one-off. We want to keep adding new battleground maps going forward. This is an essential part of the game. And I mentioned 10v10, but we are just about to undertake a little 8v8 solo queue RBG experiment in 10.2 in a week or two. So depending on how that goes, you may be experiencing this one 8v8 as well. So stay tuned. Otherwise, we have a few ongoing interface updates that we're continuing to work on. In Dragonflight, we overhauled the HUD, the action bars, the unit frames, the baseline UI experience. We made it clear at the time that that was just the beginning. This is something we want to continue chipping away at, updating different pieces of the UI to be more streamlined, better reflective of the modern gameplay experience. So just a couple of examples here. So the spellbook, we are looking to modernize, update, actually make use of more than like a 1024 by 768 monitor resolution.
Whoa, that's huge.
Ideally, you're not going to have to flip through multiple pages to find some ability that's not on your action bars. Also, we're combining this with our talent screen. If you look at the tabs at the bottom, you have spec, talents, and spells all in one place. So it's kind of a one-stop shop for all the things that your character has available, rather than having two separate windows that you need to move between. Some light updates here. I think improving the overall aesthetic of the quest log, the quest window. If this is harder to show off just in a single screenshot, but we are adding a bunch of filters to allow you to hide and show different objectives, to see more quests available at once, to filter your log for the things you care about most. We also have a full pass in progress on our quest iconography to make it easier to differentiate between daily and weekly quests and remove our reliance on just shades of color as much as we do, which really it is a color blindness issue for the range of quest bangs where the only difference is what color it is. And again, this is just a couple of examples of ongoing efforts. This is a project that will never be done. We're just going to continue improving and updating different aspects of the UI as we go. Yes. So this one basically speaks for itself. I've mentioned earlier,
Cross-realm
warband is a cross-realm
guilds.
construct. Increasingly, so many of the activities that players engage in socially span multiple realms. You have a raid group, you have a Mythic Plus group that you run with, group that you PvP with, but you can't be in the same guild together. Not any longer. That's a thing that will change when War Within comes out. Apply, recruit. Server shouldn't matter when it comes to joining a guild, when it comes to being in a guild, when it comes to accessing the perks of being in a guild. And people may be wondering, wait a minute, what does that mean if now guilds are cross-realm? What about Mythic raiding? If your guild is cross-realm and your guild wants to raid Mythic, you should be able to do that day one. So no more realm restrictions there. The Hall of Fame will still exist, just kind of as a memorial of accomplishment, but it's not going to be tied to unlocking anything anymore. That's just there day one. And really, just philosophically, this is another step towards one of our goals of just tearing down barriers, making the game as social as possible, making it as easy as possible to play with who you want to play with, regardless of your server, regardless of your faction. As much as possible, if you want to play WoW with somebody, let's make that happen. All right, so that brings us to the end of this whirlwind tour / deep dive of War Within features. I know there's still a bunch of questions, a bunch more information to share. Can't wait to do that in the coming days and weeks. But to begin, I'd like to invite everybody, if you have questions, if you're here at BlizzCon, go to the Darkmoon Fair in Hall D. You can drop off questions there. If you're going online, you can go to the WoW or WoW Classic subreddits or our official forums and either ask your questions there or upvote others. This coming week, when we get back to the office, we're going to huddle, review the top questions, and record streams for both Classic and for War Within, addressing the top questions to try to get as much information out there as possible. So. Once again, thank you so much for joining us. We are so excited to begin this journey together with you. Can't wait for the War Within. Enjoy the rest of BlizzCon. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I love you all.
That's pretty sweet. So, I absolutely love the warband idea. I hope it works out. I hope it's as amazing as what he talked about, because that looks super good.
BlizzCon 2023 would like to thank our partners. Xbox, power your dreams. Omen.
So what else is on the
Game
schedule?
Live.
Let's take a look.
HTC Vive Mars. Virtual production made simple. Intel. Push your gameplay beyond performance with 13th Gen Intel Core processors. Check out MSI's wide array of monitors, from Nobel Prize-winning quantum dot technology to 4K OLED panels. They've got you covered. And the beneficiary of BlizzCon's charity auction is Direct Relief.
So that's really it for panels that I care about, honestly. The only thing that's left is Overwatch, What's Next, and Diablo 4 Campfire Chat. Everything else is done.
Whatever you can do. We beg you.
Will you save us?
Will you make them suffer?
Can your shadow be our light?
Will you fight the darkness?
Please end their terror.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's Xbox stuff again. Well, there it was. That was everything BlizzCon related for this year. At least for, WoW. I haven't heard a lot about what's gone on with Season of Discovery. I don't really know what to feel about that. Look at all these old world quests. What am I haven't been to Legion in so long. Do I still have, reputation to do here? I have Chromie. 1 of 7, 0 of 1,000. Chromie considers you a whelpling. I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what this is. Obsidian Warders. What is this? Obsidian Warders. It's clearly something having to do with a dragon. Oh, it's Drakthir. Oh. Okay, so I just have to level up a Drakthir. Everything else is done, but Battle for Azeroth, Rajani, and Uldum Accord. So I have 2 reputations to work on there, and then Shadowlands is Shadowlands is a nightmare of unfinished everything. Cause yeah. Dragonflight, I'm working on it. So all this stuff is done. Miss of Pandaria, obviously done. Done. Cataclysm done. Wrath is done. I mean, these have all been done for years, so it's nothing new. But the Obsidian Warders is not done, so... Interesting. Well, I wish I could. I might have to customize that order. It's a little clunky the way that I have it. Tell the story of your victory to Elder Poa is. Oh, I gotta go turn in that quest. That's right. I forgot about that. and because I am a super Omega shill, we can go see the new toys that I got. So first up is the Algarian Storm Rider. What's this look like? Kinda cool. I can't use that here. It's a dragon riding mount. Oh, you don't get a regular mount? Sad. Pet, Squally. Unwrap Squally. Oh, he looks cool. Any toys? No. Any new heirlooms? No. Any appearances? Ah, yeah, the Storm Rider's attire. Let's do an emergency transmog and put this on.
Oh, I have just the thing, Wanderer.
All right, where is this?
Farewell,
Nice.
friend of the Grummels.
Kind of a weird looking set, to be honest. Although it kind of looks cool. Squally is pretty cool. I like Squally. Oh yeah, this is my contract for doing stuff later. Let's, I'm gonna have to go to the Dragon Isles so I can, show off my super shill. What is this? Equip a champion with a potion of herb tracking, which grants... I don't care about missions. So we're gonna get rid of that. Valdraken is up on the top, so let's go there. And I want to get on this dragon riding mount. I might have to make it my new dragon, or my default dragon rider. What was it called? Storm? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. Oh, and the pet matches the mount. I actually like that a lot. So let's get this on the old bar. Which means I have to enable that bar, which is I think 4, right? Why are you down there? That's weird. Why is my vigor there for this mount? Does it really change based on what, or is that where it always is? I thought I had it up in the middle. Well, let me get on my old mount. No, I did have it down there. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. It has a different version of vigor charges, which is why it caught my attention. I like that it's a smaller mount. Wait, what am I missing? Visit a transmogrifier to apply this appearance to my outfit? Wait, oh. There we go. So yeah, I like that it's nice and small compared to the other dragon mounts. I actually think I prefer that. So I wanted to go down and turn in that quest, right? Yeah. So I guess let's... Oh, what's this? The Storm Race Tour. I could do the Storm Race Tour just to see. Just to get that done.
I never gave up hope.
So I think I just have to do the course on normal, right? Wait, do I have a different ability? I need to look at that because that looks like a different icon. Wow, that's close. I just got stuck on a tree. Really? So what is this ability? 10 stacks of static charge. This is so bad. This is one I hate dragon riding. So I need 10 stacks of static charge to do...
Aspect's grace shine down on you.
Interesting. We have to pay attention to that. Well, now we have the good music, so we know it's going to go right. What is happening? Oh my goodness. So how do I pick up static charge? I haven't picked up a single static charge that I know of. I might have to look at this. I didn't know that there was different abilities. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, what happened? So... Activate to engage sustained boost for 5 seconds, only available after 10 stacks of static charge. I don't... What? I'm so confused because none of this is... I don't... I don't know what this is supposed to be. Like, at all. Did I catch the deep dive? Sure did. Just got done watching it.
The Isles have awakened.
So, these must be custom races. Alright, I'm going to start over because I'm really annoyed by this thing. Like, a lot. Yikes. Alright, let's start this over.
See them return.
What? Oh my god. Oh my... Come on. Yeah, so this is just a custom race. You can't use your normal dragon riding abilities. That's why I'm sucking so bad at it. Alright, I got silver. I need more than just silver, though. 100 bits, thanks, man. Do I have alerts back up? Hold on, let me make sure. Because I heard it. Because ever since I switched back to dual stream, now that I'm dual streaming, I have to get my alerts back from Twitch because I switched them over to YouTube and now I need to switch them back. So let me just make sure that I have that link up and correct. I think I do. Let me try one more time. Let's go to the website here. I'm going to try to get gold on this thing though, for sure. Let me go to alert box for, let me go to recent events. Let me see if I can redo this and if it comes through. It didn't. Oh wait, I know why. Hold on. Let me quick. There we go. I need to copy this and paste it here and put it there and then redo it. And hey, now it works. Okay, good. I forgot to put it on my scene. So there. Now, thank you again. I saw it internally, but not on the stream. So I wanted to make sure it got up on the stream. Did I catch the deep dive? Yes, I did. I watched it live and streamed it. I'm really like super really looking forward to warbands. And most importantly, I'm just looking forward to 10.2, 10.25 in general. And I'm really some people are not going to be happy. But I'm really happy that The War Within launches in a year because it allows me to fully catch up and do everything in Dragonflight that I've been putting off because of Classic. Because I am not at all excited for Cataclysm re-release. I am intrigued about Classic's Season of Discovery, but not so much that I'm probably, or not so much that I would play it like I played, you know, Classic or Hardcore. So I'm going to be returning my focus mainly to retail once I'm through the Hardcore challenge, and I'm actually really looking forward to that. There we go. We got gold. 34 tunes. That is a lot. The design, I liked what he said about the design philosophy because the way the game was built 20 years ago was it was kind of a single player game and you didn't really have the ability to make things easily shareable across your account. But doing it now absolutely makes sense. But did I not get credit for this? Wait. Bronze, the Storm Race Tour, Fen Fly-Through. Wait. Didn't I just do... Oh, wait a minute. I'd like to try the Storm Race Course. I did the wrong race course.
Interesting.
What do I have to do here? I have to go up there. I think I have enough charges to do the 5-second thing. There we go. Nice. Nice. We are moving. We are moving. Lightning Rush reset. Awesome. Gotta go around the tree. Oh wow, you can't move like you can normally. What? Alright, so that lightning thing affects how you can move. Good to know. I gotta play extreme catch-up here. We are going faster and faster, so that's good. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes. Why can't I use this? I have a full charge. Ugh. Oof. That was rough. That was really, really rough. So I actually know nothing about evokers. I just spent 2 minutes trying to figure out what this reputation was. And why I only have it friendly, because it's in Classic Alliance, and it's the Drakthir. Oh yeah, if you see me on retail, once I'm fully focused on retail again, yeah, absolutely, we can team up and do some stuff. Where's the next one? Over there. Probably easier for me to just teleport there, honestly. Alright, we have to get to where? Over here. Wait a minute, I still have that ability. Much confused. It's not showing up on my bar. I've got to figure out... Weird, I'm so confused. Lightning Rush is... Oh, it replaces Whirling Surge. Okay, I need to look at my talents or something. Something is not computing here. So there's Whirling Surge. Let's go to my Mount tab. So, Lightning Rush, I just want to see what this is and how it actually works. Okay, so I don't know if I actually like Lightning Rush, because you can't steer during it, and... Let's see what this is going to do when I can't steer using Lightning Rush. Come on, come on. Whoa! Oh, crap. Okay, I need... They're purposely putting me through trees. I don't like it. Must go faster. Must go faster. Eh. Careful the chains. What did I... What? What did I hit? What was that? That's nonsense. Whatever. Like, I stopped solid. Like, it wasn't even close. What did I hit? Oh, no. I don't have enough to get up here. I hate these storm courses. I probably will not finish this quest at all. Oh, did... What? Did you use your free sub? I didn't see it come through. Why did it... Oh, it didn't come through yet, that's why. Well, if you're going to use your Prime, thanks. But I haven't seen it come through. It shows that you have the thing, though. That's so weird. Why isn't that showing? You might have to refresh your page for it to actually work. Because Twitch is a little goofy. There it is. Thanks. Welcome back. I'm going to try to do this storm race again. This will probably be the last time I try it, too. I still want to know what I hit. Okay, we're getting to the area where I lost last time. Okay, I survived. I'm saving everything I can to get up these hills. There we go. I got gold. Nice. Whew. So I still need 4 more courses to get this done, really? Where are the other ones? Right there. And there must be one in the Azure Span. There is. How about up in the Forbidden Reach? Yep. Yeah, I should try it at night. It might actually... You know, could I use an inky... Wait, the inky potion only works in Azeroth, right? Let me look.
Have anything ancient to trade? Needs to be at least 2 centuries old.
Darkens the world around you.
If you find anything exotic, bring it.
All right, let's see what this does. Yeah, Forbidden Reach was never really used for much, except if you were a... all right, let's see what this is going to look like. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. Nice. All right. How long does this last? Oh, shoot. It, 2 hours. So let's go over here. Let's just see what nighttime racing is like.
Interesting.
All right, nice. They are very, very visible. I actually like this way better. I don't like whatever just happened there, though. What? Like, what just happened? Like, really? Game? Really? And now I'm in combat, too? Really? Oh, that was awful. I need to swoop. I need to swoop down to get vigor, and I can't do it, and it's just not going well. I don't like. This is one of the reasons I don't like dragon riding. I don't like running out of vigor and then just kind of coasting forever and a day. I'm guessing that I'm not doing this in record time. Oof. I need to stay close to the ground to restore. No, I can't get up there. I hate this. I hate this a lot.
I have lived to see them return.
Interesting.
So what happened over here? Did I hit the ground some way? Like, how would I have hit the ground? I must have hit that corner or something. I don't know. The game just wants me to fail. I need a straightaway. It didn't let me turn. Awesome. All right. What is this? Thanks, game. You're awesome.
I never gave up hope.
Interesting.
Like, are these maps purposely made to be so annoying that you just don't want to do them? Because that's how it feels. So I'm not going to use that lightning ability, because you can't turn and steer, barely. I'd like to use it right now, but... Okay, how about now? Yeah, alright, there we go. Tell me I didn't miss that. I think I missed it, but I somehow recovered fast enough, so I'll take it. Oh, is this going to be one of those things where I can't climb fast enough? Oh my god. Don't care. Not doing it. I'm done. I've completely checked out.
The Isles have awakened.
Abandon the quest. Never going to try it again. Oh, that's right. I have to turn in that story. So let's go back to Veldraken. Is there a waypoint close by that I can use? Because, actually, is there one even over there? No. I'll just fly there. It's fine. I think that might be the first time I've ever used the Inky Black Potion. It probably is. So for the next year, I have the ability to catch up and get all my renown to max level, do raids. Although I probably won't do, like, I'm not going to do Mythic, but I might be able to pug, like, normal or something. I want to get above the trees here. Oh, it's just a dragon rune thing. I have all of those. I did those, I don't remember when. So, have I not gotten 10 stacks? I have no idea how to tell how many stacks I've gotten. Because there's no counter on it. Weird. Well.
A new story to hear.
What is this? Oh, the contract with the loam. And what is this?
I have plenty. I look forward to trading again. Your goods are great.
Oh, it's just like a daily quest or something? Alright, so I'm going to head to Veldraken. I'm going to hop on Wrath Classic. See what's going on there. Nice. So not as many people here as there usually are. Wonder what that's all about. Let's go to Wrath Classic. Man, the new launcher, I have to go through the settings because it like reset a bunch of my settings for some reason. No idea why. This is the wrong game. We need to go to Wrath Classic. There we go. go. That was weird. Okay. Hey, stuff sold. Cool. Weird that the audio here sounds super quiet. Okay. So what's going on in this version of the game? Just a bunch of people hanging out in Stormwind for some reason. Okay. Stuff is getting pretty expensive again. I like it. People are really going after titanium power. So the Joyous Journeys is still active. I could get my characters leveled up. I should do that at some point. Okay, now I want to log into Classic. Why is my mouse settings not updating? What's going on here? Something's weird. There we go. Okay. I think it's because I had my my backup mouse plugged in. Oh, I love when people watch BlizzCon and then they're so excited they come back and play. That's the dream. What is going on with dusts lately? Soul Dust is doing pretty good. I wonder if that price is actually real, though. I could use some gold. And... prices aren't very good, though. Prices are very bad, actually. Vision Dust, that's not selling for anything. How are we doing on usable epic armor? Eye of Flame increases damage done by fire spells by 43. Freezing Band. Now this is what I want. I want 2 of these. It'll cost 1,000 gold. Robes of Insight reduces the cost of your next spell. Don't care. Increases armor, don't care. Underworld Band, damage by shadow spells, don't care. Serenity Belts. Yeah, I don't see anything that's really that awesome. I sold my Cassandra's Grace for 30 gold. Somebody did buy it. Damage and healing done by... Ooh. Damage and healing done by magical spells and effects by up to 18. Wait, I can make these myself. Can't I? What level? You probably have to have max level tailoring, don't you? Let's take a look. Let's see. Created by Dreamwing Gloves. It is... So tell me what level I need to buy this. When can you make this? I really want to know. Requires tailoring 225. Oh. I can make this stuff. Who sells it? Master Hillsbred Foothills. Stormwind Undercity, Artisan Tailor. Let me go check this out. Maybe I'll make this stuff. I always prefer to make it myself so that my name is on it. Because that's just how I roll.
What is it?
Yeah. Dreamweave gloves. Dreamweave vest. So, and they're cheap too. So that's better than what I currently have. And that's way better than what I currently have. I'm going to make this stuff. Are there other Dreamweave pieces? There's got to be a helm, right? There's always a helm. Let's see here. Because what's my current helm? I have a good one, don't I? Sort of. But yeah, there's a...
Our time will come.
In Hillsbrad, the tailoring trainer sells it, I think. Taught by Daryl Stack. I'm gonna have to go there immediately and see if he has it, because I'm gonna wear all three of these. I've never made these before when leveling in the past, because I don't know why. Honestly, I have no idea why. So let's fly to Terran Mill. I'm glad I looked at that.
Speak quickly.
Now the real question is this a rare recipe that he sells? Possibly. Oh wait, I should have picked up the next round of training too. I didn't do that. Whoops. So making these 3 things is going to increase my damage a ton. And I should look at other tailoring gear that I should be making. Like these leggings. I mean, no. I'm only going to make something if it has plus spell damage on it, which all of these do. Damage and healing done by 18. By 18, that's 36, and then we'll see what the helm is. All right, let's see what this guy has.
And you are.
So I can, there we go. And does he have, he doesn't. Wait, black mage weave gloves. Say what? I need the black mage weave gloves, look at that. My current gloves are what? And black mage weave gloves would be plus fit. Man, so fire spells, I don't need that. Yeah, I don't need anything that's just straight. And now we're getting old. Although it wouldn't cost that much, I'm just gonna buy all this stuff. Okay, so I need to make these robes, or not the cinder cloth. I need to make the dream weave, and I'm kind of annoyed that I came here not realizing that I couldn't buy the. Let's see, where is it? Taught by, created by this, requires 250. All right, so we've got to go back to Ironforge. Or Ironforge. We got to go back to Undercity. What am I doing on runes? I have one more, so I'll buy a couple. Nice thing is I'm right by the tailoring guy, so I can just go here and get, I think, most of what I need. Alright, so what do I need for this stuff? I need 2 heavy silken thread.
Be quick about your business.
And 2 more. And let's see. I don't need the robe. There was gloves that I wanted to make too. Yeah, these were it. So that's it. Anything else I need to make these? Other than like mage weave and whatnot? Bolt of mage weave, 2, 6, 10. All right. So I need 12, and then I need wild vine. So let's go to an auctioneer. so I need for the gloves, I need 4 wild vine. Okay. And for the vest, I need 6 wild vine. Do I need anything for the gloves? No. I mean, Heart of the Wild. 2 of them there. They're nice and cheap. Good. Do I need any for the gloves? Yeah, so I'll just buy 4. Oh wait, I'm making the Dreamweave gloves. I don't need the Black Mage Weave gloves. Derp. Okay. So I don't need the extras. Well, I probably need the Silken Thread for the other one. The circlet. Well, let's bring up cloth and do Mage Weave. I'll just buy like 3 stacks. I'll buy 4 stacks. So here's the fun part. We're going to see how long this takes to cast, because I remember stuff taking a long time to craft back in the day. So we're going to start with the Bolted Mage Weave, of which I need 12. No, I don't. I need 10. Because I'm only making the Dreamweave gloves and vest. I'm not making the Black Mage Weave gloves. A long time. That's funny. Almost done casting. Yay. And now the vest. Holy cow, this is taking forever. So I need to come up with 23 more. I mean, I could just make Mage Weave bags for a while. Actually, no, I'm going to do the disenchant. Yay. Now we've got, what do we have? Where is our damage? We have a lot. Frost damage 95, so if I put this stuff back on, we're down to 72, so yeah. We gain 18... But we lose 100 health, really? Yeah. So we lose 100 health there and 60. We lose 160 health. That's a lot, but this stuff is pretty good. It's got more armor. As if that might matter. I don't know. It might. This vendor's for 75 silver, this for 12, so we'll just vendor that stuff. I need to make... I think I need to make black mage weave robes for a little bit. Or maybe gloves. Yeah, definitely gloves. So I'm going to make the rest of... Because I got to get this to 230. And I know that there's like the black mage weave headband that you make to get to 250. And I need to get to 250. So I'll make this. And then what's nice about making this stuff is I can disenchant it for lots of gold. So it vendors for 28 silver. Oh, that's close. That should still net me a win. It'll be close. Alright, let me make... let's make one of these, then I gotta go back and get some more. Oh, that stupid combat log came thing, so let me reload and that'll go away. Each of these black mage weave gloves takes 45 seconds. Oh my goodness. Okay. Awesome. So I'm just gonna go buy a bunch of mage weave cloth because let's take a look. It's 5, so it's 4 per stack. 4 per stack. That's... How many stacks am I gonna need then? Probably... Holy crap. That's like 15 stacks. Alright, let's disenchant just to see what this yields. And 3, so I pretty much broke even there. So we gotta go to the auction house, we gotta spend like, I don't know, 15 gold. And the reason that I'm doing this is because this character doesn't get deleted if I die. That's the thing to keep in mind. The character gets transferred and potentially played later. Alright, so now I can sell this thing for, not terrible. I wish it was more. Anybody gonna buy these pages? No, I'll just vendor those. Alright, let's go to the mailbox, see how many stacks I picked up. I think I bought 15. Yeah.
What now?
I am forsaken.
Need a vendor.
I have exactly what you need.
So I can make 60 bolts of mage weave. I have 8. That should be enough. So let's head down. Oh, I missed. What is that quest? Hello?
Speak quickly.
A call to arms the Plaguelands. Nice. I will get that later when I'm actually going to start doing the questing. Let's just go right to the trainer because I think I have enough to get it done. And I want to get this done because now that I'm level 50, I want to take extra care on, what I've got going on here. So for me to get to 230, I need to make some more gloves. So I need that. So that's going to take... What is the cast time on this? 38 seconds? Holy crap. Okay. So we've got
Our enemies abound.
search by unavailable. So he has nothing for me. So all future recipes must be in Terran Mill? Is that right? Totally possible, I guess. It's kind of weird. All right, 229. Excellent. Yeah, the reason that I don't, the reason that I'm doing professions is because if I die, or when I die, I get a free transfer to Classic Era, which means I will have at least a level 50 tailoring and enchanting Horde Mage that I can do stuff with. So, worth the time. I gotta do a reload quick because for some reason the chat windows went crazy. It does that every now and then. I think it's when there's a patch update or a hotfix and it redoes everything because now, okay, perfect. So we need to make one more black mage weave glove. And then a whole bunch of mage weave cloth. And then I'm gonna head down to Terran Mill. Yeah, so I do have to go to Hillsbred Foothills to learn the rest of this stuff. Which is fine. I'll do that. Oh, the Overwatch guys are talking about stuff. That's cool. Let's disenchant these and see what I get. Alright, I'll take 3. So now I'm just going to make all this mage weave cloth, and I want to look at the mats for black mage weave headband, because I'm guessing it's just a heavy silk. So what does it require? 3 bolts of mage weave and 2 heavy silken thread, which means I need... I'm gonna hopefully get 20 points out of this, so I need 40 of this thread. Alright.
Forsaken.
Heavy silken thread times 40 is 7.2 gold. Ouch. That hurts. Rip all of my gold. I think I spent, what, like 100 gold? No, like 60 gold. Maybe 40 gold. I don't remember how much I had when I started, but it was over 100, I know that. I'm listening to the Overwatch thing right now. It's kind of interesting. All right, we almost have everything I need, except the recipe, so I gotta go get it from Terran Mill. All right, we're gonna fly to Terran Mill, learn that pattern. You know, if I make 20 of these and I get 60 vision dust, I should get a couple of radiant shards, which will help. Let me just take a look at what radiant shards are going for. Yeah, like 5 gold. So yeah, I'll make gold back real quick as if I can get lucky with RNG with these Black Mage Weave headbands.
What is it? Embrace the
Alrighty, 20 seconds, and then I think I'm just gonna craft. I think I have everything I need to craft it here. And I'm just gonna start the craft and go get something to drink and see how long it takes. Actually, let me actually take a look at this. Because if I'm making 20, it's gonna be like 15 minutes.
What is it?
Alright, let's take a look here. Black Mage Weave boots. I'm not going to use those. There's the headband, and there's the shoulders. So yeah, 38. This is going to be like 12 minutes of straight crafting.
Another win is this gives us fewer Smurfs. Since the only way to avoid our current grouping restrictions right now to play with your friends is to create new accounts. So you won't need to do that anymore.
Cool. Okay, so that's the update on the competitive system. And you can't play comp without heroes. And I know we teased a few heroes in opening ceremony yesterday. And Daryl's team has created some amazing concept art to show for some of those heroes. Take it away.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Aaron.
So new hero concept art is always interesting to me.
Creating such a visually unique and beautiful game like Overwatch 2 takes a lot of time and iteration. In the Malga Deep Dive panel yesterday, the team went through some of these processes, from coming up with a hero idea, to drawing the concept art, to the modeling, then building their abilities, then actually putting it all into the game. We have a bunch of hero ideas and concepts always brewing. And during the opening ceremony, Aaron teased 2 of these heroes, so let's get into them. Next year, we'll be releasing 3 new heroes: a tank, a support, and a damage hero. Internally, we are already testing all 3 of these heroes in their various states.
And more. We're testing more heroes.
And more. And more. Always more. Even though they're already undergoing testing, we aren't ready to show all 3 of them just yet. The hero comes.
Man, I really miss Jeff Kaplan. I wonder what he's doing these days.
We're gonna keep that work to ourselves for now. I have to stress that a lot can still change this far out, including abilities and even their in-game models. But here is what we can show you. In Season 12, the next support hero will be released. Currently known on the development team by the codename Space Ranger. She will be our first hero.
He's a game director. Doesn't say his. I don't know what he's doing now.
Thanks, Monica. We aren't quite ready to show her in action just yet, but we do have some early concept art of what she currently looks like. Yeah. I won't dive into her kit either, but she's a highly mobile support hero who has quite a bit of vertical mobility. To that end, she has no lack of thrusters on her suits and all over her boots as well. And when we say that things are still changing, Space Ranger is a perfect example. Her gun has already changed from what we're showing here. Not only that, but as production moves along, we will inevitably run into other elements on her design we'll have to iterate on. When we fully reveal her for Season 12, we can talk about all the changes we made to her.
Yeah, I don't know what he's doing these
the early
days.
drawings that you guys see over here to the final model and the final concepts. So, Space Ranger likes battling her foes from air and space. How about a hero now that battles from under the ground? In Season 10, you'll get to play as our newest damage hero, Venture. They are our second and a half Canadian hero. People often forget that Farah is half Canadian, myself included.
I'm half Canadian too.
The fantasy we're going for with Venture is that of a swashbuckling archaeologist. They have an unquenchable thirst for past
How many have I
treasures
made?
and
Let me look.
myths,
I've made
and
6.
will go any which way to get to them.
Oh, this takes a
And for
while.
Venture, that
Red
way is
Mage
often
Weave
down.
Bag.
Venture uses their powerful drill to dig
Simple
through the
black
map,
dress.
and to attack the opposing team. Because this drill was so
So here it is right
complex
here.
in its, moving
This
pieces,
is what I'm
right?
trying to
It
make.
has a lot of
The
cylindrical
Dreamweave
geometry.
Circlet.
Cajun Wang, our senior concept artist who worked on Venture,
Then I can make Bolt of Rune
decided to
Cloths and
employ
Rune
3D
Cloth
modeling
belts. That's
fairly
good.
in the ideation phases, even for the weapon. And now I'll toss it over to Aaron to show you guys some of how this weapon works.
Yeah, okay, so we have some early gameplay footage of Venture from a recent playtest. Here we go, this is the loading screen. We always do those kind of like silly little portraits. One of our artists, Taki, does those before they're ready. Burrowing underground is kind of amazing, so they can like burst up out of the ground, do additional damage, has vertical mobility to it. They move around the map really well. This weapon is amazing. It shoots a projectile out a set distance, and it explodes.
This kind of looks pretty
right
cool.
there. It's like it's really nice to be able to hit people even around.
If they
corners
redo competitive,
when they duck out of the way.
I will.
dig also,
I mean, they are
like, the most
redoing it.
important part of
If
this
it's
is
good,
it makes
I will
you
probably do.
you know? So it's like you can't be hit when
I'll
you're
probably try to
underground.
play it a
It's
little bit more
great
again.
way to escape. It's also a great way to get in close to players. You pop up like that, and then you have a dash as well. And so the dash, you can do it in the air. You can dash underground if you want to when you're moving. It's all around just like a really, really fun kit to use. We have this this idea or this goal that we try to do with heroes on Overwatch, and I think we're able to hit it on DPS heroes a little bit more than some of the other ones. But as much as we can, we just want it to be fun to hit the buttons. You know, like move around a space and just kind of have like some joy there. And Venture, I think, is one of those heroes where they just are fun.
That does look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey Aaron, to expand on that point, when I was playtesting Venture, I also literally, just kept hitting, the button, to borrow in and out, without any reason. But it was a feeling so snappy. Just a big shout out to our animation and FX team to make this happen.
Yep.
So this felt good.
Now we didn't show the olds. We're holding.
I still have
that
9 to
till
make.
season
Wow.
10 until we fully reveal the hero. So there's more to come. These are just some of the things that the team is working on. There's so much more. Next year, we'll like have a lot more things to talk to you about, a lot more things to reveal than we could have just fit here within 45 minutes.
I want to say that improving the overall play experience is really important to us. And this goes beyond
Next year, BlizzCon, I wonder what it's going to be, because
but also how everyone engages with the game's meta system.
the War Within, it'll probably be like 11.1 stuff.
People are really interested in is a set of changes and updates to the Battle Pass.
Uh-oh, Battle
The
Pass.
initiative we're working on for next year is a redesign of the Battle Pass. And we're deep in the process of working through this, which means we aren't ready yet to go through the details. But I want to give you a small glimpse of what we're thinking. One goal is to offer players more agency when it comes to the Mythic Skin reward. Let me talk through a couple of specific cases. Players progressing through the Premium Battle Pass today are able to unlock the latest Mythic Skin each season. But what if you don't play the hero with that Mythic Skin? It's going to make the Battle Pass a little less exciting to you. In a different case, you miss the chance to get Cyber Demon Genji because you weren't around to play that first season. What we want to do is to address both of these scenarios by giving you the option to earn any single Mythic Skin we've ever released when you play through the Premium Battle Pass.
Ooh, that's a good change.
But beyond this, we're aiming to make play in Overwatch 2 more rewarding with a total set of changes to the Battle Pass. We'll have more to share on that next year. Some of what we presented may change between now and release, but we want it to be as open as possible on what we're developing, planning, or even thinking
Oh
about.
no, the Mage Weave headband
This
just
doesn't even
went
touch on the longer-term franchise
yellow.
plan, but that's
That
really a
means I might
discussion for
not
another day. Finally, I
actually
want to
get
say
it.
that everyone
Ooh.
here represents hundreds of employees on our team who care so much about this game and this work, and we can't wait to release it all.
I just have to hope that I get lucky with RNG. I can make 6 because I have 19 Mage Weaves, but
so many talented, amazing people, and this is just a small glimpse of everything that we're working on, and even a glimpse of things that we didn't talk about today, like an image of a Peru map that's coming in the future that we also started this presentation off with, and there was, I'm sure people will talk about it online in the next few days, some other Easter eggs in this presentation that kind of give hints at some of the things that are coming next year as well. So thank you everyone so much, and we'll see you on the streets of Hanaoka.
so that's it. That's the last main panel of BlizzCon. Kind of crazy. So now what? It's well, the Diablo 4 fireside chat, I should say, is coming up, so it's not completely over. Where we're sitting. All right, we're at 248. All right, please give me what I need. And then we're just going to immediately disenchant all this stuff right away and hope for some super awesome RNG. All right, got it. Awesome. So I can make it, and it's expensive, but not the end of the world. So let me just disenchant all this stuff first. Oh, this is Dream Dust? Boy. Okay. These vendor for 54 silver. I need to go back to Undercity before I continue disenchanting these, because I don't know if that's profitable or not. It depends on what Dream Dust is going for. I forgot that this stuff is level 41. So if Dream Dust is profitable, because I should get like 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 per disenchant, then maybe? But I want to go to the trainer quick first and buy from him what I need, which is 3 heavy silken thread. And that's it. I need 4 more bolts of mage weave, so that's just 1 more stack of mage weave cloth, and this actually worked out well. And the reason why I did this is so that all of this stuff could say made by me. That was literally the only reason. So let's search for everything I need here. I need 4 wildvine. And 2 hearts of the wild. Those are cheap. 1 true silver bar. Oh, it's actually pretty cheap. I was expecting it to be more. And 1 jade, also cheap. And then I just need 1 stack of mage weave cloth. And that is all I need to make that. So let's bring up the dust here and see what this is going for. Dream Dust is going for 57. Assuming that it's actually going for that, then yes, I will disenchant all this stuff. So let's go to the mailbox. And make our Dreamweave circlet after we make 4 Mage Weaves. Super stoked about this. I am so glad that I looked at this because now I have better gear for leveling up 50 to 60, which is needed. "35 seconds. right. All right. Awesome. So it took a long time, but it was worth it. This vendor's for 34 silver, so I will vendor that. And now let's go back to the auction house, and I'm going to work on disenchanting these things and see where that puts me gold-wise. So I need to make... How many am I getting? Ooh, that's a big win, I think. So getting that, how much is that worth? 1.36 gold, good. And what are the lessers worth? Lessers are worth 40, so nice. So if we can get a couple more of the... Oh, and a large radiant, okay. We more than made up. We're more than going to make up what it costs to make these, which is good. Because, you know, that's 6-7 gold just between those two items. There's another one. Holy crap. Well, let's just call this super lucky RNG. And there's ×2. Holy crap. ×2 again. I think I just found the new gold making trick. Get super lucky with RNG. Alright, we got 2 more. Alright, let's sell these 2 things. For 5.92 each. Love it. And this for 9 silver apiece. These for 43 silver apiece. And these for 1.36 apiece. And then how about my dream dust? 52, not bad. Honestly, it could be worse. But I'll take it. So what does that put me for total stuff in the auction house? 30 gold. Perfect. Super lucky. Because... I had 104 gold when I started, now I'm down to 30, which means it cost me 20 gold to get these 3 pieces of gear, which is awesome.
Hello.
Hello. All right. 50.61 gold. Plenty of gold in the auction house. 3 new rare pieces of gear. And, you know, I should check what rune cloth is going for. Just because I'd like to finish tailoring. Let's add rune cloth. To the list. It's expensive. It is very expensive. Is there good rune cloth? Is there good rune cloth stuff? Let's see. I guess what I can do is just look at patterns. So where is this guy? we've got to get up into the 50s. So we've got... I want to sort by vendor. So let's go source vendor. That's actually really bad. And Wowhead kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie, they're just really annoying. Let's sort by level. Then we'll do Control F vendor, and then I can see what I'm looking at here. All right, so let's go up into higher level stuff. Runecloth bag, soul pouch, runecloth robe. Nope, not worth it. Runecloth cloak, not worth it. Runecloth gloves. Damage and healing done by 12, and my current gloves are 18, so not better. Fellcloth pants. That's shadow damage. Runecloth boots. No, nothing. The robes of winter might. Ooh. That is a rare drop. Yikes. Okay. So, no dice there. Go back to vendors. Alright, here we go. Wisdom of the Timbermaw. That's mana per 5. Argent boots. No thanks. Mooncloth robe. No. Flare core mantle. No. Oh, this, now we're starting to get into the molten core stuff. And yeah, it's all high level. So this tailoring gear is it. Yeah. All right, I will be right back. Okay, back. Any of my stuff sell yet? Nope, that's alright. I'm actually going to cancel that stuff. Essences, let's take a look. Oh, whoops. Get rid of that and do that. What lessers? Okay, and then I had large radiance, right? Alright, so, yep. Gotta keep on top of things if we actually want to make gold, so let me just cancel this stuff. I'll repost it quick, and then I'm gonna hop on the other classic roam. I'm not gonna do any hardcore tonight, just because want to let the BlizzCon stuff kind of sink in. A little distracted with all the stuff that's going on, and I keep like going back and forth to Twitter and whatnot, so knowing how distracted I am, it'd be a bad idea to start hardcoring right now. Alright. So let's switch over to Era. And I just want to see what, I think I had some auctions and whatnot, but I want to see what the economy's like over here. Yeah. Alright. Not great, not terrible. I do have some mail, though. What do I have for gold on this realm? Oh, that's right. I couldn't bring all of my gold because there's a 5,000 gold transfer cap. So I could only bring over 5,000 gold. Which was annoying, but that's alright. A lot of people just waiting for a buff. Freaking love it. Let's go to hardcore. Defies pillars. I think I have... So my priest is ready to go. Yeah, she hasn't moved yet. She's just waiting. I don't have anything for her at all. I've got... Yeah, there was no way for me to funnel anything to this character because my main is on Horde side. And it looks like I already did the... interface and everything. Which is cool. Let me go to the profile and check it. Yeah, I totally did. That's good. So this character is ready to go as soon as I want to play her. Not sure when that's going to be, but it will at some point. Yeah, a Night Elf Priest is going to be very tricky. It's not going to be easy. Hey, some stuff sold. Good. So in terms of other ways to make gold, not really a whole lot. Although, what's interesting is... Oh yeah, stuff. That's way too expensive to buy. But let's just say I wanted to make a bunch of Mage Weave headbands. I would need 15 Mage Weaves. So let's go to cloth, Mage Weave cloth. I need 15 of these, which would be... They're going for... Let's just put in an average of 5 silver apiece, right? That's 75 silver, plus the heavy silken thread, which is 18 silver apiece? Oof. Yeah, that's not sustainable. Because I mean, it's 1.1 gold. And you can't spend 1.1 gold when the dust itself is only selling for 50 silver piece. You would need... Well, let's see. If you could do it at an average of 4, that'd be 60 silver. That would be like 95. You could make it potentially work at 4 silver. At 3 silver, you could definitely make it work, but you're never going to get... You're never going to get Mage Weave cloth at an average of 3 silver. 3.5 would be closer. You could probably do it at 3.5. So if Mage Weave cloth was going for 3.5 and below, you could make a lot of gold off of that. The black Mage Weave gloves is interesting. So 36, 46 average a piece. That's still too high. You would need Mage Weave cloth way, way cheaper than that to make this work. So yeah, that's not going to happen. There's just not a lot of ways to make a good amount of gold on not a low population realm, because this isn't a low population realm, but on a small auction house, because when you die, you're dead, and so is your gold. It's really hard to get any traction on making gold via crafting. You would basically have to do it through disenchanting. Now, like, free action potions are going for 15 silver apiece. And the recipe for it is 1 gold. And it requires... what does it require? Take a look. The free action potions requires 2 black mouth oils, which I think those are not vendor items, right? So black mouth oil, You need 2 of them. And those go for 4. So call that 10 silver. And then you need a strangle kelp, which goes for 6. So they're selling these at a loss. Free action potions. Yeah, not even close. What's the petrification potion? Is it petrification or... I forget what it's called. Yeah, I think it's called Flask of Petrification. And there's none in the auction house. Wait, did I misspell it? Huh. I must have. Because they're 53 gold apiece. So what do you need to make flasks of petrification? You need stone scale oil. Times 30. That's 15 gold right there. And then another 6 gold right there. So we got 36 gold. Plus 80 gold for Black Lotus. There's only one. Okay, so yeah, even those aren't profitable. So nothing is really profitable on this realm. There's a couple things that I make a lot of gold off of, but those are secrets I can't share because then everybody would do them. But for the next round of questing, I'm in a good spot. I've got my Dreamweave circlet, my Dreamweave gloves, and my Dreamweave vest. Now, enchanting, I could work on, but there's really no reason to work on enchanting. Tailoring is what I really need. The next plan is to buy rune cloth when it's a reasonable price and level up tailoring to 300 to make my rune cloth bags. I only need 3 of them because I have an explorer's knapsack right here, which is nice. So, making progress, and that's the good thing. But BlizzCon for the year is done. I'm actually a little sad. It went by fast. It always goes by fast. And it goes by faster when you're there in person. It's like you get there and then you're done. And it's crazy. But next year I will likely go. The Diablo panel I think is starting up or is getting into it. So I'm going to tune into that, but I'm not going to stream it because I don't play Diablo and I don't really know anything about it. So I don't know if I should get hyped or not. But that's going to be it for today. I might be back tomorrow morning early to do a round of Season of Mastery leveling with my new gear. Or maybe even later tonight. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. But thanks for hanging out the last couple of days. Really, really, really looking forward to retail. I can't wait for the next 3 expansions. And I'm really happy that I can do a bunch of stuff in Dragonflight over the next year before it launches. So we'll see everybody in Azeroth later this weekend.